The combination of speed, gradient, and the sharp corner caused the tractor to overturn. A tractor will overturn, even on level ground, if a corner is taken too sharply. The likelihood of an overturn increases if offset equipment is fitted, such as a drum mower. Always approach corners with care, selecting the correct gear and speed for the ground conditions. You've got to know your tractor. You've got to know your ground. If the countryside was a little more like our roads, life would be safer for the tractor driver. This is just one of the many danger signals that lie normally unseen in the ground. Ignoring the sign, forgetting the rules, the driver makes the mistake of turning downhill on a slope of 1 in 6. You've got to know your tractor. You've got to know your ground. You're about to see how all this could have been so easily avoided. A downhill turn can make any raised rear-mounted equipment swing dangerously on the linkage. The momentum, plus the angle of slope, makes the result inevitable. There's never going to be an easy way to know the conditions you're driving in. If you're turning on a slope with any rear-mounted equipment, always turn uphill. On a sharp corner, always make a slow 3-point uphill turn with your wheels set as wide as possible. You've got to know your tractor. You've got to know your ground. This is another situation where you've got to know your tractor and know your ground. Going up a gradient of 1 in 4, most of the weight is set firmly on the rear wheels, giving sufficient grip to tackle the slope. The danger lies in coming down. Now the weight distribution has changed. More of the weight is on the front wheels. The rear wheels lose their grip. The driver loses control and cannot regain it. There is nothing the driver can do to stop the tractor now. Going up virtually any slope with a full load, the grip is increased on the rear wheels of your tractor. Going down with the hopper still full, the rear wheels can grip sufficiently to negotiate the descent safely. The point to remember is this. As the load is lightened, as your hopper empties, danger point approaches. With a lighter load, an empty hopper, the result is insufficient grip for a safe descent. Suddenly, without warning, you're in trouble. The rear wheel grip you previously had has gone. A two-wheel drive tractor is safely crossing a 1 in 6 slope towing a 2-ton roller. Very little of the equipment weight is passed onto the tractor's rear wheels. So on gradients, the one thing you must never do is turn into a descent. But normally, there is nothing there to remind you. Ignoring the sign, the driver turns downhill. The 2-ton roller will push the tractor down the slope. The tractor loses wheel grip. Applying the brakes is useless now. You're never going to have an easy way to know your driving conditions. You've got to look, you've got to think. You've got to know your tractor, you've got to know your ground. The bogged-down water tanker is holding back even the second tractor. Attempting to improve rear wheel grip, he hitches the tow chain above the back axle. The pulling force and the leverage effect due to the height of the chain caused the tractor to overturn rapidly. Even if the rear wheels are turning slowly, the tractor will rear to vertical in less than a second. Too short a time for the driver to react and depress the clutch. Always hitch as low as possible and never, never above the rear axle. When bogged down, this driver should have dug out or found another tractor. This driver has not made the headland large enough to enable the tractor to turn safely. The plow is a heavy implement, and its momentum will try to keep it moving in a straight line when a turn is made. With the tractor wheels so close to the edge of the ditch, the momentum of the plough is sufficient to force the tractor rear wheel over the edge, causing the outfit to overturn. In this case, it results in damage, costly loss of time, and a shaken driver. Make headlands wide enough for safe turning. There is no extra cost. You've got to know your tractor. You've got to know your ground.
Sam, come here. Sam!
Safety cabs are designed to protect drivers. This driver has been killed attempting to jump clear. In the event of an overturn, grip the steering wheel tightly and stay inside the cab.